All right, so for this next problem, again, once you get the hang of these things, you know that all you're really needing to worry about is, okay, what points am I going through? I have to go through the boiling point to get to from 90 to 110. You're going to determine what equations you're going to do, because there's this first change of plus 10 degrees Celsius that you're going to use that water for, because 90 to 100 you should be a liquid water. So you're going to use that liquid water specific heat. You're going to do a state change at 100 where you're going to vaporize that liquid. So you're going to use your 540 calories per gram. And then you're finally going to have another plus 10 temperature change that's now going to be steam. That's going to be a gas, that water at that point. So 3 equations, figure out, right, what the answers to each are, add them together, round appropriately, you're good. If you're doing this next one, clearly we're going from 25 down to 0, then to negative 15. So the biggest difference here is that I'm going to have a negative 25 drop, right? So all of my answers are going to be negative if that's true, right? But otherwise, I'm also going to have a state change that's going to be your fusion value, remember. So it's at 79.7. And then you're going to have another drop of 15 degrees as a solid. So you're going to use the ice value for your specific heat for the third equation. And on number 4, I'm going from 120 down to 100 before I can get to 85. So again, 3 different equations. First one is going to be a negative 20 while it's a gas. So you use the one for steam, the specific heat for steam. Then you're going to do a state change. That's going to be my vaporization, right, value. Now, technically, this is not vaporizing, it's condensing, but it's the same value for either direction in that possible state change there. And then finally, we'll drop another 15 degrees to get to 85. Now, for these problems, technically that 120 down to 100, like, that only gave you 1 sig fig. So we may or may not talk about that in class to like, hey, maybe we want more than 1 sig fig in our final answer. But you do have to round accordingly to sig figs. I just might have to tweak that one because I don't really like that it did that. Otherwise, on the last problem previous to it, didn't have that problem. This would be 2 sig figs, 2 sig figs, and then you'll have at least 2 sig figs in your answer for the state change because of the 25 grams that you were given. So not limited too much in that last problem. But the number 4, we might do some adjusting in class. Otherwise, that gives you a good idea what you're doing for those. You just have to figure out answers for 3 equations on each one. Use the right values for your specific heats and your delta H's, and we're good.